Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordam. We are back for some more Rogue Trader. We just finished our coronation. We progressed to chapter 3 here. We now have troubling developments. So, Chancellor Werserian brought news of troubling events on Footfall and in other Rogue Trader dynasties. While Von Valancius spies are busy collecting intel on the events unfolding in the Chronos Expanse, the Lord Captain needs to wait patiently and prepare for any unforeseen developments. So we are basically waiting for this, but Iliad wants to talk to us, which is good. For the wait and search, we are still sorry. For the incident, we're still waiting, and this is still ongoing. Now, the last episode was a lot of dialogue, a lot of conversations of politics and whatnot, but we did get this new contract here, Void Beacons. So for 3 Promethium and 1 people, we get +3 to all colony security, +3 to all colony efficiency, and also +3 profit factor. So I think this is a no-brainer for me, so I'm just gonna complete this contract. These here, I think I'm actually just fine. I could also trade people for more profit factor if I need it. I have 27. It's not like I'm missing people. Kind of the same thing with Adamantine. Not this one. And not... So these two I don't really see the use for. These two I like quite a bit. We also got some very amazing items in the previous episode, which we're gonna start with this one here, the Scarlet Signet of Inquisition. So, I looked over this item in the previous episode, but I'm not gonna blame anyone if they didn't get to the point where they saw me explain this item. It was a very long episode and full of dialogue. So I'll just go over it again because I like it so much. Scarlet Signet of the Inquisition, given to us by the Grand Inquisitor. This ring symbolizes its owner's closeness to the Lord Inquisitor, which inspires the owner's companions and adds weight to their orders. So the wearer gains 25 persuasion, that's a lot, and the Inquisitor's decree ability can be used once per combat. So we're currently at 139 persuasion, we're gonna get 25 more. What this ability does, I'm not sure what the AP cost is, but it will grant us 30 more momentum, which is a very nice buff right from the start, to get our heroic acts. It removes burning, bleeding, and toxin from all allies, and all allies gain temporary wounds and armor based on our persuasion. It's amazing. The only thing I'm curious about is, are we gonna get all 3 effects, or do I have to choose one of the 3? We're gonna find out. So what do I swap this for? I have the Rosary, which gives me 10 Commerce and 10 Lore Imperium. Or I have Heart of the Nameless, which gives me +10 to all skills instead. Yeah, we're gonna replace the Rosary. No brainer there. We also picked up an Immaculate Servo Skull. But I like this one. This one has more of a story, I suppose. We got the Eye of Ekaton. I don't use Iliad that often, but oh my god, look at this, man. It's a lot more damage, a lot more armor penetration, and an amazing effect. It's so good. Okay, let's take that, man. Very Eldari looking rifle. I like it. And I guess that's all of it. We also have this Severed Hand, but we don't really use this. So yeah, cool items equipped, so it is time for us to move. We're gonna go, I assume, back to our ship, or can I just speak with Iliad now? I guess I can. Elantak, at last you have left your ornate cage. Iliad casts a look over the stone palace walls. For many a turn I have sought to meet you, and yet your servant, the one who is like the silver-haired Abelard but twice as young, has no... What kind of comparison is it? Has no favor for the requests of a child of Azurian. Take me to a place where the heeding of others will not steal the words intended for you. While you were mending the wounds of this world left by the Twisted One's attack, I was able to discover, no, not Prudrak's fate, merely traces of it. As Muaran found sanctuary under the boughs of the Lilithan's forests, so did my other kin find refuge in a system known as the Atlas Reach. We must make a journey there with haste, before new dangers destroy the witnesses who can show me a way to the lost Krudarak, whose fate remains shrouded by the stars. Irlit focuses a piercing gaze on you. Their knowledge is the sole thread that may lead me to the truth, Elantak. I ask that your metal-winged ship take me along that thread before it tears under the strain of time and circumstance. How were you able to contact them? No, I did not contact the Zurian. I have no means to do so, but I had enough time to explore the stone jungle of your world while you were preoccupied with your urgent matters. The path of the outcast has taught me to observe and listen to the world around me. In this case, the throngs of Monkey at the port. Errant conversations, rumors, chance words, like parts of a speckled mosaic, they came together to form a hazy image. My kin were seen in the Atlas Reach, and now all we have to do is pull at the web of connections and possibilities to uncover whatever is concealed from the unseeing eye. Okay, give me the coordinates, I shall take you wherever you wish to go. You will? The ice in Irliet's eyes melts away for a moment. Thank you, Elantak. If this path indeed takes me to the truth, I will be indebted to you. A rare happening between our kinds. Okay, so we got, I think, 1 or 2 new quests. Just one. Following breadcrumbs. The system where the Aldari refugees are currently hiding situated at the edge of Kurna's expanse. Establishing contact seems impossible, so the rogue trader should personally head to their last known coordinates. Okay, which is the Atlas Reach system. Sure. So I think that's it for this area right now. I want to talk to Heinrichs. Given his involvement in the conversation with the Grand Inquisitor, I want to see if he has something to say to me. No. Just random text, okay? Let's go then. Man, that rifle makes me want to play with Iliet. I don't have the space for her. I really don't. If I wanted to bring her in, I would have to remove Argenta. Most likely. Which I don't want to do. I feel like Argenta still has a lot more damage potential than Iliet does. And she also has demolition. So I will not swap them. Okay. So let's see how this goes. I was actually expecting some kind of very bad thing to happen during the coronation, but apparently it was only the Inquisition speaking to us. So one thing I want to do right now is we're going to speak to High Factotum Generous Danrock. Or Generous, I forget the names. These are not easy names for me to actually memorize or even say out loud. Generous Danrock. And given that we have now been coronated, I would like to replace the painting of the late Theodora in my chambers, hang my portrait instead. Generous bows obsequiously, it will be done, your lordship. So let me also look at what I had and my current profit factor of 50 to see if I can pick up something of interest here. So don't care for it. Don't care for it. I can now use this one, but yeah, Ground Slam just seems worse for me. Although the damage is 20 to 25 and 40% armor pen. Compared to 13 to 18 and 30%. Yeah, this is a worse weapon in terms of damage potential, but I would like a new sword for Abelard, is what I would like. Or a decent hammer. I would even prefer a hammer or an axe over a sword, but I haven't found one yet. So from the explorators, there's not really anything here that I want. At least not right now. I could actually purchase up to here, but no. The Commissar boots. Whenever the wearer chooses an ally to target as a target of ability, the wearer immediately gains fellowship bonus value by 2 MP. The targeted ally gains a certain... Yeah. I want this for my character. I do. So these are more expensive. Don't want these. Don't need this. And all of the... And pretty much all of this is more expensive than what I can currently afford. Not to mention the reputation. On you, I don't care about that. Don't care about this. I think Argenta already has this. Am I wrong? Does she not have this? What is Argenta using? Well, first of all, I have to swap her weapon as well. So take these. And you take the heavy bolter. I would also like to find a better heavy bolter, I suppose you can say. Ours is pretty basic. But what cloak does she have? For every... Oh, I also like this one. For every kill, the wearer increases their critical chance by 5% until the end of combat. I mean... Improving rate of fire would also just be very good. But I'll stick with this one, I think. Okay. What else? What else can I now purchase at 50 profit factor? The Grimoire of the Void, I can purchase that. Dude, can I actually reach this amount of... I'm still indecisive if I want to go here for the Grimoire or if I want to go for the others. I think it's just so good. It's just so goddamn good. Okay, whatever. For next time. I can pick up these, which are worse. I can pick up torpedoes. Ooh. 27 damage instead of 19. Melted torpedoes instead of plasma. I'm not even sure if it makes a difference there. Give me those. And this is more expensive. Okay. So, done with this for now. I'm really tempted to just go for that... Grimoire there. I think I'm gonna go for it, actually. It's stronger than me. Okay, so you go here. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna pick up that Grimoire. Assuming I have the... Oh no, because I wanted to try and do the project for the Crucible mission. That's why I don't want to spend the reputation here. Why is it so tough? Yeah, so 9 levels. It's gonna be about 20,000 rep. That's essentially all of my stuff here. Yeah, it hurts me, but I'm gonna delay this decision. Yeah, sorry. I keep delaying it. I want to see if I can find more cargo or whatnot, and then decide. So we have some stuff happening on Footfall apparently, and this is the Atlas Reach system. I think we've seen this already, this system. I have not actually. So what? But what am I supposed to do then? Travel there is what this says. We have not found it. Assuming that this is showing me everything and ordered by alphabetical order. Yeah, we don't have it. Okay. Let me check my colonies real quick. What am I waiting for here? Wasn't I gonna go for the shrine? Oh, I needed profit. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I was going for this, I think. Yeah, don't care about this. Even though damage against demons is cool, I'm not sure how many demons are gonna be. I'll just skip that, I think. Also not bad. But yeah, let's go for this one, the shrine. On Janice. I'm waiting for this one and also this one, but they both require Crucible commission reputation. Actually, this one I don't need. Right, this one I do not need. Dark Sages opens a pathway for Seeker of the Weak. And Capella Biologist opens the path for the Scorcher. This is also very good, right? And this one does not give me rep. This one does, so I kind of want this one, but not necessarily this one. And this one sucks, so yeah. How much do I care about this? Not that much, right? It's good, but not sure if I need this. Okay, I'll just go for this. Removing trauma is something that I value. And it's replenishing, so yeah, go for that. Dargonus, you are fully done. Actually, no, you're not, right? Because I need... I also kind of wanted this. Profit Factor, Weapons, Zealot. I can kind of get this one quickly. I think. 3,500 over here. Okay, again, I'm gonna delay this. I don't want to spend a lot of time looking at this right now. We completed Underground Workers. So now we have Test of Wills. We gain Torpedoes doing 15% more damage, which is nice. Security and People. Blood Sports gives me Wrath of the Vile Rebel, which I don't care. Profit Factor +4 and Complacency. And the Killing Fields gives us 5 or 6 and 5. Yeah, I think I'll go for this. Okay. And Kyabagama. Oh, I haven't actually looked at these. So these are new, so I guess I can read them. So we can look at what this is. The Chapel of Enumeration. Only the revered and marvelously equipped temples of the Depths Mechanicus earn the right to become chapels of enumeration. Underneath their majestic vaults, cyber thurges exorcise, devastation-wreaking digital rakshas, while data smiths awaken the spirits of the blessed corpses with arithmetic liturgies and lex prayers. Doesn't lock anything, so that's awesome. Mag trains. A planet's manufactorums are only as efficient as its logical system. Lex mechanics predict a major growth in the world's overall manufacturing output if haulers and airships make way for powerful mag trains speeding along a web of long-distance railways. Profit factor and mechanisms. Also doesn't lock anything. Oh! Centuries ago, liturgies of assembly and first ignition were held on Kyavagama for majestic steel monstrosities, all crushing mountain tunnelers, mighty cargo haulers, and voracious mega harvesters. This virtuous craft is lost now, but the Adeptus Mechanicus artisans can revive it. Then, once again, triumphant calls of klaxons will shake the Cronus expanse. Oh man, and it doesn't lock anything. Yeah, I want this. Compassion for the Silent requires Iconoclast. A hospice for servitors will provide care for out-of-order automatons for the utter bewilderment of the Adeptus Mechanicus. We gain. Servitors have no feelings, but they serve attempting to pay the rogue to the bank for his merciful guardianship. Oh, plus 20 hull integrity. That's cool. Again, doesn't lock anything. Gives profit factor, iconoclast, and people. Man, this colony is freaking amazing. The motive force is life. Kiava Gama is sufficiently advanced and well defended to have the honor of hosting Electro Priest Monastery. Lighting up the sky with a mighty magnetic radiance, this formidable power complex will pour thousands of gigawatts of the blessed motive force on the planet's manufactorums. Instability Detonator. This item grants it whether 5 tech use. Once per battle, can be used to immediately remove all bleeding, burning, or toxin effects from enemies. These enemies receive the wearer's tech use divided by 10 plus 5 times the stacks of the burning and blah 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 impact damage. It feels like it's not going to be a lot of damage, right? Because you need to remove some kind of stack, so it's at least your tech use divided by 15. Not very interesting. Flawless Servitors. In ship encounters, the Rogue Trader squad is supported by friendly combat servitor. Ah, you bitch, but this one blocks. I want this. And the Vigil of the Tech Guards. Lord Captain's retinue gains the Wisdom of the Tech Guards feature. I gain 10 tech use. Yeah, this just lost. No. So, I guess I want this right now. Let's see what these require. Inferno. I would gain the Armored Prow feature. Plus 4 to the prow plating. The ram of the flagship causes internal fires. The number of fires has been... Okay. So they block each other. It requires Flawless Servitors or Vigil. So this one doesn't matter what you choose here. You lose security. Okay. I don't care too much about this one anyway, because I don't ram. Armored Rage, Titan Forge Lance Weapon. Long range lance weapon dealing from 84 to 98 within a narrow thingy. I like it a lot, and it requires Flawless Servitors. And the Unwelcome Guests. Lord Captain's Void Ship gains the Eye of the Omnissiah feature. Enemies suffer minus 10% their evasion. This is also very good. It is very good. 2 profit factor, lose efficiency, gain mechanisms. I think I still prefer this one. Although I probably will get a better weapon from the merchants. This is cool. I don't feel like I need it. It's cool for the Drukhari, for example. Yeah, so it plays out well. I do want the Flawless Servitors. And I like this a lot. I actually just want what... Oh, no. This isn't ship battle. This is ship random event, random combat. Ah. This is less interesting. This sucks, though. I kind of like this. I don't like this at all. Yeah, okay, whatever. So I'm gonna start with something that might be handy for us. Weapons and efficiency, mag... This is cool. Ooh, yeah. We also get a contract. Or we just gain... I'll go for the giants here. Yep. Okay, so colonies have been dealt with. I gain... What? How am I at 56? They haven't complete... They already completed? An incredible find has been made on Foulstone, Lord Captain. A lost volume of St. Keith's Lost Diary has been found during the restoration of this crypt. According to his records, the members of the Order of the Hammer were able to find the crypto ark containing a relic of St. Cognatius, the Crucible. Keith's writings on it are vague. Please tell me this is a hammer. A two-handed hammer. It is called the Sculptor and Transformer, granting life and grace. The explorators have sent a delegation claiming the treasure. The heated dispute has been going on for many days. What is the meaning of this dispute? The tech priests claim that the privileges of the Adeptus Mechanicus oblige the Order of the Hammer to hand any sacred architect over to them. Allegedly, the Crucible should be considered not as the personal belonging of the saint, but rather as a temporary possession entrusted into his care. The Order of the Hammer rejects this thesis, insisting that the right to care for these sacred objects belongs to the ecclesiarchy's cults, and since Cognitius was canonized, then the Crucible should be regarded as a blessed relic, not archaeotech. How fierce are the deliberations? Quite. The discussions have been happening now for more than 8 cycles without interruption. Both sides have provided more than 100 legal experts and have put forward around 4,000 theses, arguments, and testimonies. The Special Administrative Commission, comprised of 200 armed clerks, has arrived to pass a verdict and enforce the law. This is possibly the largest religious dispute in Expense's history. Pastor Tychon is advocating for the doctrine of co-protection, and the explorators' intransigence grows ever weaker. Perhaps they will agree on a compromise. Okay, so I don't really have a lot of good choices here. What say my companions? It is likely that the research contained in the ancient treatises and archival repositories of the Adeptus Mechanicus will provide factual information on similar precedent. I can spare some of my computing power to find such a case and provide my brothers and sisters with the information that is necessary to win this dispute. I believe that the chronicles of the Amalinian Conclave describe mystical miracles witnessed by zealots while praying at an ancient banner of Saint Capius. Should the Crucible perform a similar miracle, then no doubts will remain that it is indeed a holy relic and not the property of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Shireen, do you know the best motivation to make your enemies ripe for the compromise? The danger of losing any sort of benefit. It is within your power to take the Crucible for yourself using the privilege of your warrant if you so desire. Why do you not imply such possibility on the parties involved? And by speaking to my companions, I think I just lowered the difficulty here. So, Pascal, find a precedent to convince the order that you are right. Cassia has brought up an interesting idea. Let a convincing miracle happen that would prove that Crucible is a true relic. Or Jay is right, make it clear to all those involved that if they do not come to consensus, then I will take the Crucible myself. This one will give me Tech Litany Collection. All void ship weapons except torpedoes gain 3% to critical hit chance and 3% critical damage. It's kind of whatever. Saint Cognitius Scriptures grants 20 to Lord Imperium. The wearer gains Lord Imperium divided by 10 armor and deals Lord Imperium divided by 10 critical damage to Dinos and demons. Also, they can reroll a failed test once per test. Rerolling the tests is nice. It is nice. Or the Hammer and the Cog. Medikits always heal plus 3 times the Rogue Trade's Iconoclast more wounds. Oh. Oh, god damn it. I don't really use medkits all that often. I think my rank is what? It's either 2 or 3. So it would always heal for either 6 more or 9 more. I think I like this better. Rerolling a failed test. Yeah, I'll go for this one. And it's also the one I can succeed the most. So let's go with Cassia. Now I feel uneasy at the thought that I have become the mastermind of this deceit. After some time, the Crucible revealed a visual miracle to the enthusiastic spectators, presenting to those gathered for the debate sacred images of martyrs blessing the ancient artifact. And even though some witnesses claim to have caught a glimpse of some strange people operating lens machines, most of those present have admitted the fact of this miracle and the status of the Crucible as a relic. The explorators have made peace with their loss and asked permission to conduct several of their own rituals with the Crucible. When the tech liturgies have been completed, the tech priests departed Foulstone. Research into the Crucible has identified it as a device for surface terraforming. Fueled by the geothermal energy of the planet, it could turn a wasteland into a blooming garden. Awesome. However, a way to launch it has yet to be found. Ah. This reminds me of Fallout. We got the hammer and we got the profit factor. Anything else? No. Janice. Ongoing. Dargonus. No. Vios. Also completed. Lord Captain. The Astropathic Choir have caught glimpses of horrifying visions coming from Vios 6. Something has breached the colony from underground. Soon after a new sector of deep tunnels has been put into operation, it was overrun by monsters. They lurk in the darkness, swarm in the shadows, attack quietly, and leave nothing in their wake, consuming flesh, plasteel, and rockcrete. The cheering of 1,000 claws heralds their approach, and desperate cries can be heard in the sounds of the tunnels. Praise be to the Golden Throne, these creatures do not seem to be interested in getting to the surface. However, they have seized several active mines and are doing Emperor only knows what. What are those creatures? None who faced them have survived to tell the tale. The frightened workers call them a swarm because they crawl along the tunnel like a wave. Ooh, Vermintide. They say that the enemies are vast in numbers and are insect-like. Aww. So Tyranid? One of the workers who was lucky to survive the attack has since come up to the surface. The horror drove him mad, but he held a wrench covered with strange engravings. The pattern was exactly the same as the one that the mad convicts had been etching on the walls. What think my advisors? The threat is unknown. Establishing the nature of the threat is the top priority. Collateral losses are insignificant. Requesting authorization to coordinate an offensive operation to be carried out by penal battalions in order to determine the nature of the attack. We have to block off this threat and protect the people. To do this, we must blow up the tunnels. But, to make sure that the plan works, it has to be done in zones currently occupied by this unknown enemy. I am sure that a dozen brave men can be found in the colony, ones willing to accept the grace of martyrdom and descend into the darkness with the explosives. Yeah, I doubt that. Okay. So Pascal created a plan for the counter-attack. Arm the convicts and the wardens and have them fight the invaders. Choose convicts ready to atone for their misdeeds through the order of martyrdom. Give them explosives and send them to blow up the tunnels. We will seal our enemies in the ground. Or blow up the tunnels. Okay. So this would give me the Carapace Fragment. This item negates all energy damage out to the wearer, but it cannot occur more than 3 times per combat. Energy damage is fire, shock, toxic, and thermal. Don't care for it. Wait, what? They give the same thing. Okay. Master of the Inferno. All allies gain 10 more demolition and deal 10% more fire damage. Yeah, we don't deal fire damage. I would like the demolition though. Yeah. I think I'll just go for this. Because I don't really see myself using this. Okay. Martyrdom. Heed my words, for I ask of you to kindle the flames of faith in your chest, against which no corruption can withstand. Making a sign of the Aquila with their hands, a dozen martyrs wearing explosive vests have descended into the darkness. Their belief carried them toward their gracious death in his name. A series of tremors shook the mines, and the monstrous roars of crumbling earth filled the empty tunnels. Clouds of toxic smoke have erupted from the depths of the mines. The blockage of stone and dirt has separated people from these terrible invaders, whoever they were. Alrighty. And we are done with Viabo 6. Yep. And Piavagama also finished. Okay, let's get another one going. So weapons and efficiency, profit factor and mechanisms. Hull integrity, profit factor, iconoclast and people. Ah, the weird thing. I think I'll just go for this because of the reputation. I also like this. But I don't want to go for one that locks out another one right now, so... let's get... profit factor and reputation here. Oh wait, so I am going down in resources. Ah. So I think I have to plant some more extractium soon. I am running low on these two. Okay. So, again, I have to go back to the bridge. Because we picked up a lot of profit factor, and I want to see if I can purchase some new things. Sorry for the back and forth here. So, no, not on you. Oh, it already completed. It already completed, okay. Yeah, so you can basically just get all of this from the quests. I think I also dumped a lot of reputation into them. I don't think I care about you, but I guess I can take it. I can take you as well. I can take you as well. Carouse, more wounds from combat, stimulates the first divine combat stimulate turn, cost 0 AP. Sure, I'll take it all. I'll take this as well. After using run and gun, the weather gains 50. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, I'm at 58 already. Each time the weather spins 10 seconds, will eventually gain 1 resolve until the end of combat. I want that. $58. Yeah, I can already buy everything here. Aha! So on you. I don't like the short range, but it's 27 damage per shot, 4 shots. Long range, broadside, plasma cannons. Oh, these are mine. Okay, I'll just take him from here just so they clear out this. They clear out the screen, basically. Okay, next up, 69 and 62. Goddamn. Alrighty then. So, let's go. I want to test out my new boots on my officer. Yeah, so not really knowing where to go. I'm gonna go to Footfall and see if I can find something there. Is it here? I forget. This is Foulstone. Ah, this is Footfall, yeah, okay. So I can jump here and then from here to there. Another colony event, this is repeated. So Janice. Troubling news arrived from Janice, your lordship. While digging an irrigation ditch, the workers found a Xeno obelisk made of unknown material. It was delivered to a laboratorium and subjected to a number of tests, one of which caused a reaction. The obelisk generated a low-frequency vibration and the events that followed were catastrophic. A series of anomalies were recorded in the Epsilon 2 major region. It is almost like Janice itself is fighting us there. Many logistical chains have been disrupted. The only people who visited and control territory are the wretches fleeing deeper into the region in greater and greater numbers. The observers report strange fires in the sky at night, completely imperceptible to the augurs. The Adeptus Mechanicus recommends we fence off the afflicted area. According to their hypothesis, this anomaly on the world's attempt... is the world's attempt at self-recovery and therefore should be studied, not interrupted. What exactly is happening there? The vegetation demonstrates remarkable abilities for wild growth. It took the plants only 2 days to overrun the agri-complexes in the region. Extinct species of local megafauna have been spotted in the newly formed jungle, aggressive and acting an unnatural cohesion. How are the wretches involved? We do not know. It is as if they all received a signal telling them to abandon their work and rush deep into the afflicted territory. Some were stopped by the watchmen appointed to your order. Unfortunately, about 100 still made their way into the region. Okay, so permission to advise granted. I wait your proposals. The nature of Janice is rising up. It is a lucky coincidence that Janice harbors specialists who are not only experts on controlling life, but on destroying it as well. Even though reports from the Magos biologist Capella bear no mention of the storage of weapons of mass destruction, I have no doubt that they do possess some. They always have some lying around. I see no reason not to let them use them against this, whatever it is. Deployment of fortified research stations in the affected sectors are recommended. The benefit of gathering more information justifies the increased casualty rate amongst personnel. Or the sickly creatures know more about this pestilent growth than we do, something we must amend quickly. We should catch some mutants and force them to cooperate, that way we can learn what it is we are dealing with. So, begin the purge of the tainted region. The Magos biologists are cleared to employ weapons of mass destruction. Set up research outposts in the affected sector, or isolate the region and start rounding up the wretches. Make them tell us the truth about what is happening. We get Janice Warlord. Oh, this is nice. 10 fellowship, 5 weapon skill, 5 ballistic skill. I like it a lot. Audacity of Jan. Oh my god. I might be wrong. I wish I could look at my ship while we're in this dialogue. I think my new torpedoes deal more damage than this. And I think they fire 5 as well. So I think I'm fine skipping this. Or the Blessing of the Warp Spider. Whenever the wearer kills an enemy or scores a critical hit, they gain 2 movement points on their next turn. It's cool. Argenta could run a marathon. I'll go for this one. 10 fellowship plus some weapon skill. Like it a lot. I don't like this, but sure. The rebelling wilds will soon become a scorched wasteland. A job well done, I say. The assault on the corrupted region has begun. The campaign has led to unexpected and inexplicable anxiety amongst the peasantry. The Lord Captain has decided to assume personal command and lead the operation from aboard his ship, boosting the soldiers' morale and demonstrating his military prowess. The tip of the spear was comprised of Skitari maniples armed with radium carbines, phosphex bombs, and other equally fearsome weaponry. The land that they left in their wake resembled the scarlet wastes of sacred Mars. Cool. Wait, what is this? Oh. I had to do the giants before I could do this, that's right. How am I in terms of plasteel? I have a lot. Promethium, same thing. And I can now go for one of these also. I'll start with this one, I think. This one doesn't block anything, so yeah. And you guys are done. What else do I want from you? Do everything. Well, if I have the resources for it, right? Efficiency. So provisions, I have a lot. Mechanisms, I have a lot. Chemicals, I have a lot as well. Sure. So we want to go to Fruitfall. The warp jump went smoothly enough, although many crew members report... Okay, I think this is repeated. It is. What did we get now? The reaping is done. Cool. So I mean, I definitely don't want this. This is locked behind Dark Sages. So there's really no conversation here. Just go for the Scorcher here and take it. You are complete. You are complete. This is done. Mag trains costing Phlogiston, or this one which costs me essentially nothing. Do this. Okay, so Footfall. Let's see what's happening. What was this again? Oh, these are the... Okay. Can I see this now? I couldn't see this before, I think. No. Still a no. I have 15 extractums now. Now I feel like we're fine in terms of everything. Let me just check this. But I feel like I'm not supposed to be here yet. I think the quest would have updated or something. Drinking some water in between. Come on. Come on. It's not usually this slow, these last few percentile. I guess I'll just check the governor to see if anything happened here. Nope, nothing is happening. So right now, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I want to go away, so I think I have to go to the Void Dock. Because I think all of our quests are waiting. And except one for Iliad. But I mean, I guess I can talk to her again and see if she can give me the coordinates, because I don't have the way to that system yet. At least not that I know of. There's Opticon. Right. Yeah, waiting, traveling, and waiting. I am feeling a little bit confused. Challenge for me? But yeah, let's speak with Iliad and see what's happening. Okay, I think I'm gonna start skipping the loadings again. They were quick for some time, but now they're kind of being slow again.
Hello, Talk.
Nope. Okay, so... God damn it. Can I speak to my navigator? Sorry, the helmsman, not the navigator. Okay, I am clearly missing something here. Nomos, what about you? Oh. You were in the servitor's body at my Magne Assessio, Nomos, so how is it that you are once again a cogitator? Nomos are not in a cogitator or in a servitor. We cannot say where we are, but our existence is tied to the existence of the ship for now. The servitor and the cogitator are only external interfaces, shells, like humans in their bodies. So you really are the spirit of the ship? Nomos is silent for a long time as though mulling over your words. We do not know what we are, but the ship is not us. The ship is our cradle. We may rise from it one day. We would like that. Boys are not merely shells. No, they are shells. The rasping voice sounds adamant. A human's existence is more than the existence of its shell. This is obvious to us. There is always something more, something that simmers and shines, for which dark light and wicked hunger are always reaching. Okay. What do I do? It kind of confuses me because I feel like I had already seen a system called Atlas, but it's not showing up. Also, have I swapped my thing? I have, yeah, so it was more damage than the Aldari ones. Okay. We have 700 thingy. What the hell, dude? Oh. This is new. I hadn't seen that. The Atlassian Reach. Okay. I guess since I'm here, let me check this. In the early access, this was impossible. I think if you tried it... Oh, it's also... Okay. Just for curiosity's sake. Let's warp travel to the Imperium. Lord Captain, Rever on the line. The astropods are going crazy in their little chamber. They are reporting severe warp disturbance along our intended route. It looks like the maw is completely impassable. I've seen this before, yes, and if you ask me, going in there is not a good idea. For us or any other void ship. So you're saying that not only will I break through the maw of the Imperium, but I will cover myself in glory as the conqueror of all raging warp. Forward. Yeah, I think this is not... This doesn't work. Okay. Lord Captain, we have visitors on the bridge seeking an audience. Your presence is required. Let me just quick load this if I can. This was just a for science test. I don't really want to waste those navigators' insights. Even though I don't think it's going to be relevant. But yeah. Let me see if I can load once we get into the screen. No. Okay, so I'll be right back. And I am back. So basically just loaded 2 before we went here. And I want to go to the Atlassian Reach. So we're gonna start by going to Trinitos. And I'm guessing we're gonna have this event again. Yeah. Okay. So I didn't want to spoil that particular cutscene there. Let's check out what's happening. I am missing some combat though. I wanna play around with my characters. But the story has been very interesting thus far. There's a lot of people congratulating me. Why? Because of the coronation? No. Maybe? This guy is enthusiastic. Your lordship, the high factotum bows low. Every few moments Zenrock brings a perfumed cloth to his face, but his expression remains obsequious. Members of your crew have made a request to allow them to proclaim their most profound devotion to the Lord Captain personally. Young man. A man in a worn uniform bows awkwardly. Your Highness, gracious Lord Captain, please let me speak on behalf of the whole crew and everyone and express our gratitude to you, officially so to speak. The kind of leader you are, the way you treat people, it's not known in every corner of the expanse, from Footfall to the poorest, dirtiest, most unremarkable planet. All praise your dedication to the human spirit and goodwill. Everyone wants to serve under your command, there's no end to the volunteers. So the other day, when we were clearing out an abandoned sector for new living quarters, we found a forgotten vault, right in the bilge of the ship, literally beneath our feet. Well, it turned out the vault had some centuries-old weapons in it. They look a bit odd, but they're powerful for sure. The good tech priests help with the assembly and consecration of the weapons, and now you can strike down your enemies with even greater might. Oh. Your lordship, apart from the weapons, the crew has sent one more find to the bridge as a token of its eternal gratitude. A most ancient mechanism which our tech priests have dubbed the Celestium Observatorum. Alas, its machine spirit refused to heed their rites, which makes the device more symbolic and aesthetic than practical in purpose. Do you wish to see it? Of course. What is it? An astrolabe? Looks like it. Hush! Quiet! The Celestium Observatorum looms over the deck. While the spirit of this ancient mechanism has gone silent forever, the words intricately inscribed on this frame can still serve as a source of resolve. A keen gaze sunders the darkness abloom with deceit and reduces all corruption to ash. Okay. So, in terms of the stuff we picked up, what is the weapon? We got no weapon. Game. First of all, I want this on Argenta. Yeah, that is nice. Oops. Let's take that. I may also try this on you. Power hammers are cooler than swords. I do lose the parry and the debuff to weapon skill of the enemies. But I'm gonna try this out. Yeah, buddy. And then we have this one for the Lord Imperium. So this would go to Cassia, right? She's our Lord Imperium lady. And this takes up a trinket. So it's strictly better than the Imperial Scroll. Okay. Do you want this? If the wearer did not spin the MP during their turn, they gain +10 to all cards. Okay, she actually does this a lot, so it's useful for her. Using reload for a weapon costs -1 AP. So I'm fine. +1 AP. No. I think I'm okay. I am at 91 fellowship. If I swap my helmet, yeah, so no. And I just forgot the... there we go. Okay, so let's go back and keep traveling. So from here, we go to, yeah, Mundus Valancius and then, okay. I am going the right way, okay, cool. Colonies. Your Lordship, Janice is reporting about disaster. Ghostly Xenos figures that appear at dusk and go away at dawn. In a ravenous swarm, they attack one agricultural facility each night, freezing everything they touch. The attacks take place in the complexes closest to the uncontrolled sector of the planet, where nature itself has turned against us. Fortunately, not too many facilities were damaged. Our irreconcilable struggle has moved the borders of the affected sector. The important production lines have survived. There's only one option, really? What do we know about these raids? Not much. They are incorporeal and difficult to discern, but they happen to have Eldari features. The spirits draw the warmth out of humans, plants, and inanimate objects, but it seems that they do not hunt consciously, but rather they simply do not notice anything in their way. At dawn, they dissolve into mist. The raids also differ among themselves. Some are as dark as the void, and others shine like the stars in the night sky. What is spawning these raids? Is it the corrupted sector? It is likely. They gather at its borders at the break of dawn and whirl in a wild dance, howling and destroying all living things, then disperse into thousands of fading flashes. The agricultural facilities that happen to be in the way of their dance fall into despair. Aww. Oh, you little bitch. Without a doubt, the things that your subjects saw were demons. Those twisted images drove their ignorant minds to insanity. What think my advisors? When dealing with Xenos, one should be prepared for the manifestation of all sorts of ominous mysteries. There is a whole cast of specialists among the cold traders who can whisper Xeno artifacts to expel the spirits residing within. Perhaps we should ask them. After some of the events that had taken place on the ship, I got interested in ghosts. While on footfall, I bought a book, an illegal one of course, that describes a so-called ritual of silence. It is said to be able to pacify violent spirits on the scale on the entire world, but I cannot vouch for the safety of this ritual. Instead of relying on the wicked ways to solve these problems, it would be better to turn to our good priests. There are skilled exorcists in the ecclesiarchy who know how to drive out dark spirits. So from one option we went up to 3. J. Find the Master Xeno Whisperers that will exorcise the spirits from Xeno Artifact. Idira, ensure the enactment of Ritual of Silence, and Argenta, invite the esteemed specialist to Janice. We lose 1 Prophet Factor and we get Spirit Rape. The wearer's non-attack psychic powers cost 1 AP less during the wearer's first turn in combat. It's not bad for Idira. This means I can basically buff everybody with everything and not having to worry about AP. The one thing I don't like about this UI is that I do not know if this is a necklace or if this is a trinket. This one would give me 1 less security and we would gain Strange Shard, looks like a necklace, 10 lore warp and 15 lore Xenos, don't really care for it, and Mysterious Sliver. Whenever the wearer uses a major psychic power, they gain... Oh, goddamn. They gain 10 plus 2 times the willpower bonus % to all psychic power damage until the end of their next turn. Yep. The priests will not leave their children in time of need. A group of haggard priests dressed in holy robes and accompanied by a retinue of repentant flagellants has arrived on Janice. Armed with scriptures and lasguns, they led their flock into battle against the inhuman raids. The raids did not disappear completely after the battle, but they have started to appear less often and avoid human settlements. So it's funny because these are basically the artisan rewards from Pathfinder, I feel. I will not go for the other ones. We're right on time to finish this episode and this takes a little while. So I'm gonna leave the other colonies for the next episode and hopefully we can find some actual combat gameplay in Deathless and Reach because I am aching to try out our new items. With that, this will be the end of our episode, my friends. As always, I want to thank you all for being here with me in the channel, watching some Rogue Trader. Questions, suggestions, anything at all, you know what to do. Leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. Many more videos coming out soon. And I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe everyone.